So I'm up. I can't go back to sleep. And my mind's racing, racing, racing right now. Laying in the bed in the dark and just can't fall back asleep. Um, and I feel like talking, but I don't feel like talking to anybody. I just feel like talking. So, my mind's racing about a few things. One, yesterday was a really awkward day for me. Started out pretty good, I think. Whatever though. But it turned out bad. Ended up picking up my brother's ashes. Actually, I'm Friday, not yesterday, not Saturday, Friday. I picked up my brother's ashes on Friday, and it was really, really strange. Um, just the whole setup, the bag, the box, and then the ashes are heavy as shit. They're really heavy. So I'm like, damn, he was heavy, but I didn't think ashes would weigh that much. So anyway, it was hard driving back, getting on the highway and driving back with my brother's ashes sitting in the passenger seat beside me. The whole time I was just thinking, this isn't the way we drove. Like me and Frankie would be in the car. The music would be blasted, or we'd be talking. Not even talking, we'd be laughing. We would be bugging. That's what we did. Or arguing. And in that case, when we start arguing, I have to stop driving. Unless he's driving. Because it just gets that bad. Or it got that bad. So I wanted to break down and cry like 1,000 times yesterday with those ashes in my seat, in my passenger seat. And I would start, but then I would like stop and calm myself down. But then so many things happened yesterday. I was just really tired for one and just exhausted and yeah. So I got home and last night I did. I broke down. I cried. I bawled. I bawled. And there's so many reasons. Like when I cry, it's never just one reason. It's always um a million reasons why I break down and cry like that. But I did. And I never let my son know that I'm crying. I never do. But I did. And I started crying. And it wasn't because of the ashes. It wasn't because of, like my mom or anyone that died. It really was just a realization that I needed. And it was like an epiphany. It's like, it's not the people that died that got me all fucked up in the head. It's the people that I deal with. It's the people that are still alive that are making me miserable. It's people that are still alive that are haunting me. I'm fine when I'm by myself, or I think it's just the kind of people that I've been surrounding myself by, or surrounding myself around that were making my life hell. 2 months ago, my life was great. It really was. Not that it's not great now, but mentally, I'm not where I was 2 months ago. So, anyway, the realization that I came to that I needed was that I've accepted the fact that certain people are gone. They're not here. They're dead. They're not alive anymore. I've accepted that. I really had no choice if I want to have a successful future. But the people that I allow in my life now that are alive, that are not doing anything beneficial to my life, are the people that I recently allowed in my life that weren't doing anything beneficial for me, that were causing me problems. I needed that. Simply because I needed to see where my downfalls could lie. And I'm the type of person where I always see the glass half full. Never, 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 never do I see the glass half empty. I always see a positive possibility or a positive lesson in everything I do. And I think that's why I'm still standing here today. That's why I made it this far. Because I always see possibility. And this minor setback, I wouldn't even really call it a setback because I learned so much in the last 2 months that it's not a setback. This is slingshotting me forward, actually. I'm losing my train of thought. There was a message behind that. Well, prior to this last 2 months, I didn't think it mattered who I had in my life. I was still going to do what I want to do or what I need to do. But I realized Friday night that no, you can't expect to go anywhere or do anything positive with negative people in your life. You can't. And if people aren't on the same page as you, you can't expect to go. Like, negative is heavy. Negativity is heavy. It weighs a lot. And when you're surrounded by negative people, it's going to take over. It's going to take over everything in your life because negative is heavy. And so is positive. Like, if you're surrounded by positivity, you're going to be positive. You're going to prosper. But if you're surrounded by negativity, you're going to go down. So I learned that I'm not fucked up because of anyone that I lost. It hurts. It hurts like hell. But I've accepted these things long ago. I've accepted them and I've moved on. But it's the people that I've surrounded myself by in the last few months that have made me or have caused a lot of chaos in my life. So, I don't know. With that being said, in order to grow, in order to bring out the best you need to be around people that are going to help you do that. Not around people who bring you down. And that's kind of what it boils down to. Be around people who lift you, who bring positive influence into your life. Because if you're surrounded by negative people, negative things, negative thoughts, those are energies. Everything is energy. And I've been doing, I started this a while ago. I watch a lot of law of attraction videos and motivational videos. That keeps me positive. But anyway, I was thinking about that stuff too. Like, I always got what I wanted. Always. I don't think I've ever, that I really think of, never got what I wanted. So that just goes to show, like, when you put out what you want, it's like a boomerang. It comes back. Your negative thoughts come back. Your positive thoughts come back. I don't think I ever got a job at what? Or anything. A car, a house, money. I always got what I wanted. And it's crazy. because I watch these law of attraction videos, and it's like I've already been doing that. I've already been doing it. I just didn't know what I was doing. So I don't know. I just rather not deal with people right now. Not people that bring me down, at least. Like, I have realized so much about myself in the last year and a half. And it's so much better to just be by yourself, alone, than to deal with people who bring nothing to the table. Just because I'm strong doesn't mean I can carry everybody. And the hands that I try to hold and walk through certain life issues and help people do things, nobody held my hand. Nobody held my hand for me. Nobody helped me do anything. So why do I want to help and hold hands? I don't want to hold hands. I'm not holding hands. But what I do want people to see from my life at the end of the day is that you're capable of doing anything that you put your mind to. I didn't get where I got today because somebody held my hand or gave me anything. I got here because I laid in the shelter for 4 months, dreaming of all the things that I wanted for myself, for my son. And at the time back then, I couldn't even see what I couldn't, everything I have now, I couldn't even really see the possibility of me having all this. But I believed that I would. And I put out there what I wanted. And it came, and well, it didn't come, but I got it. So, with that being said, again, just believe in yourself. I see so many good people. And that's the thing about me. I don't see people. I see their soul. I see their heart. And that's the thing that I'm fighting with myself and the people that I deal with. I don't deal with people because they look like they have a lot of money, or they look like they have their shit together, or even if they don't. I surround myself with people because I see their heart. I see their capabilities within themselves. I think I see things that they don't see in themselves, but it doesn't really matter what I see in someone else if they don't see it in themselves. And me seeing things that someone doesn't see in themselves and trying to get them to see that in themselves only hurts me in the end. It just sucks for me because I love people. But the thing about people is they get used. They get used by spirits. Evil spirits, good spirits. You know, I'm asking myself all the time, why do I want to help people so much? Why do I want to give back? Give back to who? Give back to what? Nobody did shit for me. But at the end of the day, it's not about what anyone did for me or what anyone gave me. It's about what I can do for someone else. Because there are spirits. People get taken over by evil spirits or positive spirits, whatever. And, you know, if someone has an evil spirit lingering in them, I want them to be able to look at me and look at my life and hear my story and think and say to themselves, it's possible. And that's what I fight with a lot. Why do I care so much about people? because it's not people that I don't like. It's the evilness, the evil spirits that dwell in the people. And I'm a firm believer in God. And I identify with God. And although I'm not like God, I strive to be like God. Which means I can't hate people. Which means I forgive people. Which means I'm still going to love people. Which means I'm still going to try to help people because that's me. That's what God does. And I'm not going to ask myself that question anymore. Why do I care so much? I care so much because someone else cared about me. I don't know. I'm just trying to perfect my craft just like everybody else. And my craft is me. I'm not even 30 years old yet. Like, I'll be 30 next year. And moving forward into my 30s, I think I learned a lot about life that people probably really don't get until they're 30. So I don't know. If you can take anything, if anyone watches this, if you can take anything from this, life is a journey. It's a true journey. And you really have to sit and ask yourself, what are you here for? Because although life is a journey, you are here for something. We all have a purpose here. And it's not to party every weekend. That's not the purpose. It's not the purpose. God didn't bless you with life to party. He blessed you with life because he has a mission for you. He wants you to do something. That's why you are here. And there's so many people walking around who do not know their purpose, and I didn't know my purpose. I didn't know. I know now. I know what it is. But if you don't know your purpose, then what are you doing? What are you doing? Think about it. Think about who you are. Think about where you want to go. And it's funny because the universe, you put out in the universe what you want, the universe will open the doors for it to happen for you. That's the secret that the people who make laws and all this bullshit don't want you to know. Life keeps you so busy that you can't even think. You don't know what you want. You don't know where you want to go because you got the boom, boom, boom. These are the things that you have to do every day, whatever it is. Whether it's because the law tells you to or your job tells you to, but life doesn't give you a chance to think about things. Because it doesn't want you to know who you are or what you're here for, because once you know that, there's no turning back for you. And that is the small gap that people who make it and people who don't understand. The people who make it understand their purpose, and they stop at nothing to get there. And people who don't know their purpose stop at nothing to not know it, pretty much. Once you know the reason that you're here, the possibilities are endless. I promise. I don't have to be a millionaire to tell anyone anything. I can tell you this just because of what I've been through in the last year alone. That once you know your purpose, a light bulb goes off in your mind and doors open that you would have never found on your own. That's the thing. Successful people, rich people, they don't get there on their own. They get there because they ask. The universe, the world, they ask. And I know this because I study this. Everyone that I've studied 10 rules for success have always, the one of them is get in agreement with God. Some say get in agreement with God, or they'll say something about the universe. So I don't know if God and the universe is one. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But there's a higher power out there. And our brains, our minds are connected to it. They really are. Put out there what you want. And don't stop until you get it. That's all I'm going to say tonight. But I will be back with more videos because I like doing this. This is fun. Not only do I like looking at myself, I like doing the videos. So anyway, that's my message for tonight. Just know your purpose. And know that you're capable of anything. Everything in this world that you see, feel, and touch was once a dream. It was once a vision that became reality because somebody or whoever the person was who made whatever you're looking at the time had a dream. They had a vision and they had a dream and they made it come alive. Believe. That's all I can say. Believe. And keep negative people out your way. It's not like you're being rude or ignorant, or if they take it that way, that's just because they don't know who they are. Believe in yourself and drop the dead weight. Deuces.